Hi everyone. Today we are going to start with the next chapter, that is chapter 3, integers. Before starting with the integers, I want to explain you two terms, positive terms and the negative terms. Right now, how you are going to identify which terms are the positive, which terms are the negative. Before again starting with these two terms, in chapter 2 what we have done is the whole numbers. We have done whole numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. When no sign is there with them, I have explained you that when no sign is there, that means the sign is of plus. If everywhere plus sign is there, that means these are the positive terms. If I am writing here 1, that means this is positive. If I am writing 5, that means plus sign is there because no sign was there in front of 5. So that means it is plus 5 and plus means positive. So all these terms are the positive terms. Fine. Now I am going to talk about the negative terms. I am going to take these terms 1, 2, 3 and I am going to place minus sign with them. All the numbers which are having minus sign along with them, these all are called as the negative numbers. I am taking minus 150. This is a negative number because it is having minus sign along with it. I am taking 16. 16 is negative. Minus 16 I am taking, and this minus 16 is a negative term. If I am taking only 16, no sign is there, that means this is a positive number, because if no sign is there, that means the sign is of plus. So I am going to take plus 16. So the numbers in general, if I am going to talk about the negative numbers, are the numbers which are having the negative signs, they are called as the negative numbers. Negative sign means minus sign they are having, then these all are called as the negative numbers. Now with this you have got to know that what are positive numbers and what are negative numbers. If I have to tell you that how you are going to identify 5 minus 6 minus 7 8. Now 5 is positive because no sign is there in front of 5. Minus 6, minus sign is there, so this is negative number. Minus 7, minus sign is there along with 7, so that means this is negative. And 8, because no sign is there with it, that means this is positive. Okay, now we are going to talk about the term integer, which is the basic one here, about which the chapter is. Integer means collection of whole numbers and the negative numbers. Now we all know what are whole numbers, the numbers which are starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. And negative numbers means minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, the numbers which are having the negative sign. And if I am going to combine these things, I am going to get integers, collection of positive numbers, negative numbers. Now next is about 0. See, when we are going to talk about 0, 0 is neither a positive number nor a negative number. I cannot write minus 0, I cannot write plus 0. No, we are not going to talk about it. Just from starting from 1, 2, 3, all these are the positive ones, and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, these all are the negative numbers. 0 is not counted in positive or negative. Now the next is, we have to represent these integers on the number line. In chapter 2 we have discussed that how we have represented whole numbers on the number line. Like this number line we made, 0 was the center, then 1, 2, 3, like this, so on it was going on. All these numbers were all on the right side of 0, to the right side of 0. So all these numbers which are to the right side of 0, all are the positive numbers. Positive I am going to write like this. This is the symbol for positive word. Okay, and on the left side I am going to write the negative numbers. To the left of 0 I am going to write the negative numbers, negative. That means like this I am going to write. Fine. Now what I am going to do here is, I am going to start from minus 1, then minus 2, minus 3. Like here 1 was there, we started from 1, and if we are going to move to the left side, I am going to write minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, so on. So like this we are going to represent the integers on the number line. This is a number line in which we are representing the integers. To the right side of the 0 we are having the positive integers, to the left side of the 0 we are having the negative integers. Okay, now let's move what is written in this diagram. I have drawn a number line. On this 0 is there, to the right side positive integers, to the left side negative integers. Now this 0 is neither positive nor negative, right? That's what I have explained you. Next we are going to represent the integers on the number line. I have explained you this, how we are going to write this number line. Let's move to example 1. Represent -4 on number line. Okay, now what we are going to do is, we are going to firstly draw a line, number line we are going to draw. We have to show -4 on this number line. So what I am going to do, I am going to place 0, I am going to place to the right side some positive numbers, and on the left side I am going to place the negative numbers. Now what numbers they are asking you, what number they are asking you to represent? -4. So this is -4. Make sure that after 0 you are going to start from -1, then -2, -3, -4, and so it goes on. Here also it goes on. So if I am going to talk about -4, to the left side, when you are going to see minus sign, minus means you are going to move to the left side. If they would have asked you, you have to show 4 on the number line. That you can show because no sign is there. No sign means plus sign. Plus means to the right side, and if you have to move to the right side, then you are going to represent 4 here. Okay, now example 1 was represent -4 on the number line. What you are going to do now here is, you are going to start from 0. Then with the dotted line you are going to move to the left side, because left side, that's why we are taking, because we are having minus sign. When you are going to see minus sign, that means you are going to move to the left side. So you are going to start from 0. With the dotted numbers you are going to move -1, then -2, then -3, and then you have reached -4, and then circle -4. Clear? That's how you are going to represent -4 on the number line. Now the next example is, you have to show 3 on the number line. 3. On this I am going to explain you how you have to show the 3 on the number line. So what you are going to do here is, 3, no negative sign is there with 3. That means it is plus, and plus means we are going to move to the right side of 0. So how, this is 3. Now how I am going to represent this on the number line? From 0 I am going to go with the dotted line 1, then I have moved to 2, and then I have moved to 3. So this is my integer 3 on the number line. This is what example 2, represent 3 on the number line. So we have represented this. Clear? Now the next is exercise 3.1. Write integers for the following statements. Now what you have to do is, in this question you have to tell the numbers which they have asked, like 89 meters, 100 degrees Celsius, 23 degrees Celsius. You have to tell whether they are positive or negative integers. See, if I am going to talk about increase, if I am going to talk about the positive words, increase, above, positive, like this, that means we are talking about the positive integers. Okay, if I am saying that 89 meters above the sea level, above means I am talking about positive, so it will be plus 89. Next is 100 degrees Celsius below 0 degree temperature. Below means negative sign is there, so I am going to place here -100. 23 degrees Celsius above, above means plus, so positive, above means positive, we are talking about the positive thing, so that means +3, plus 23, because 23 degrees Celsius is above, so I am going to write here 23 plus. Please make sure that you are going to write these signs, because of these signs only they are asking you this question, that whether it will be positive or negative. 65 meters below the sea level, below means negative, so -65. This number is below the sea level, so 65 is in the minus. Next, Raj lost is a negative word, so it will be -2500. If I am talking about some profit, or I am talking about loss, profit means something positive, so plus, loss means something negative, so minus sign. That's how we have done it. Okay, so this was your question number 1, in which you just have to tell that these numbers will have which sign along with them, plus or minus. Now question number 2 is, where do the following integers lie on the number line, to the left of the 0 or to the right of the 0. Now on this number line I have just explained you, if we are going to talk about to the right of the 0, then all the integers are positive. If I am writing here 1, that means it is to the right, because this is positive number. If I am going to talk about -5, this is going to be on the left. Why? Because this is having negative sign. So all the numbers which are to the right are the positive ones, and all the numbers which are to the left of 0 are the negative ones. Okay, I am asking you minus 100 to the right or to the left of 0? To the left of 0, because it is having minus sign. Similarly, we are having question number 2. Easiest question it is. You have to see this sign. No sign is there, the sign is of plus, and when plus is there, that means it is to the right of 0. Minus 6, minus sign is there, that means it is to the left of 0. 8 means plus is means to the right of 0. Positive numbers, positive integers are all to the right of 0. This 2, no sign is there, that means it is to the right of 0. Minus 12, minus is to the left of 0. Fine. So this was your question number 2. These questions they have asked basically just to test your knowledge or test the basic knowledge. Next, question number 3, complete the number line and represent the given integers on it. Now they have given this number line. You have to do this question in the notebook. They have given this number line. You have to draw the number line, and on this number line you have to represent all these integers: minus 9, 6, minus 7, minus 3, 10, minus 1. How you are going to do this? Let me explain you on a page. I am going to draw a number line like this. Drawn. On this I am going to represent the integers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on, like this. Whatever they will ask, I am going to move that side. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Like this to the left side also I am going to move. Now the first is minus 9. What they have asked? Minus 9. Minus 9 means to this side. Minus 6. What will come? Minus 7, minus 8, minus 9. So this is your A part. Minus 9 is your A part. Okay, that's how you are going to represent. And that's how I have represented here also in this. Minus 9 I have placed on the number line, and then I have written here A part. Next is 6. Where is 6? This is 6. So I am going to place here B part. Okay. Now the next is minus 7. Minus 7 is here. So this is your C part. Next is minus 3. This is your D part. E means 10. 8, then 9, and then 10. 10 because they have asked E part is 10. So I am going to circle it like this, and it will be E part. And F part is minus 1. So this is your F part. Minus 1. So this was your question number 3. Draw this in the notebook. Okay, and then you have to mark like this, because you have to represent the given integers on it. So you have to represent like this. Okay. Now the next question is which you have to do in the book. Question number 4 you are going to do in the book. Complete the number line and name the integers represented by the points. You have to complete the number line. Now this number line is already given in the book. What you have to do is you have to complete it. That means you are going to write the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and after that minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10. So these are your integers. So we have completed the number line. Name the integers represented by the points A. What is the integer which is represented by A? 4. So you can do this question in the notebook. You can write it like this. A is equals to 4. Do this question in the notebook, everyone. Next, B. What is B? Minus 7. You can see it. What is B? Minus 7. So I am going to write B is equals to minus 7. Next, C. What is C? Can you see in alphabet C? Yes. C is representing which alphabet? Which integer? 7. So I am going to write C as 7. Next is D. Now let us see the alphabet D. D is here. What it is representing? Minus 3. So I am going to write D is equals to minus 3. Next, E. After D what will come? E. And E is representing what? Minus 5. So I am going to write E is equals to minus 5. And next is F. F is here, which is representing 3. Okay. So you are going to write this question 4 also in the notebook, and you are going to write like this. You have to firstly complete the number line by denoting the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, like this, and then whatsoever numbers these alphabets are representing, you have to write that number. Like C is representing 7, so you are going to write C as 7. Okay, so that's how you are going to do complete exercise 3.1 in your notebook. Thank you.